GM gang. I want all of you to write GM in the chat. Uh, yeah, I can see Ayush, I can see Faizan, Shrestha, Faizan, Hamna, Faizan. Yeah. So GM, back to all of you. So let's start our session. So there are some house rules. So best view is in gallery mode. You can rename with your name plus knowledge level, which will help me to cater my audience. And default will be on mute, and please keep your cameras on. And yeah, GM, back to all of you crazy people. Okay, so let's have few introduction. I would like to some of you to raise your digital hands so we can have a few introductions. Yes, Shrestha.
So, hello everyone. I am Shrestha Dinna. I am handling Tezos social media account, and I joined the Tezos club because I am really passionate about blockchain and Web3 technology. It's a very exciting journey into this digital future, and being a part of this unique community allows me to learn and experience new things as this technology involved. So yeah, that's all about me.
Yeah, perfect. GM Shrestha. And let's have one more introduction. Can I see some digital hands? Okay, so let's start. Okay, so please turn on your camera. It's a group picture time since our faculty advisors are also here. So I want to a group picture with all of you. Shisha, just take few pictures.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Okay, so let's meet our faculty advisors. I would like to welcome Tabish sir and Gautami ma'am from as a teacher coordinator of Tezos Jamia Ahmad and Epsilon. So, Tabish sir, can you please address our students?
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. This is Tavish Mufti from Department of Computer Science and Engineering. And TEDOS is a club where we organize various types of, you can say, sessions for the students to up their skills and all. We have a great team. We have been working since last 2.5, 3 years or so. And I and Gautam are taking care of this session and this committee too. So all the best, all of you. And we want uh, contribution from each and every all students over there, and best of luck. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, sir. Now, I would like to welcome Gautami ma'am, who is currently the teacher coordinator of Epsilon. Ma'am, can you please address our students?
Yeah, Ayush. Hello, everyone. So we have met before also in the Google Developer Student Club's interaction session. So I welcome you all again to Jamia Hamdard. Now, welcome to be a part of Jamia Hamdard family. So during this induction program, you will be observing that we have so many clubs, whether it be cultural, literally, and so many technical clubs also. So you all must be overwhelmed with a lot of information about the different technical clubs. So Epsilon is the technical club of Jamia Hamdard, and under Epsilon or in collaboration with Epsilon, we have multiple other clubs with different areas of expertise. Like we are talking about Tezos, it's primarily working on blockchain technology. Then we have Google Students Developers Club. We have several other clubs, Microsoft. Many people are working on different areas. So these all clubs forms a part of the technical club of the Department of Computer Science and Engineering. And me and Tabish sir are currently the coordinator for the technical club and also for various other clubs that are interacting with you. So I think Ayush has already introduced himself. So he is the lead for Tejos Club for this year. So I know you are going to have a very interactive session with the student coordinators and the core team members. So I won't be boring you with my teacher stuff for long. I just want to request you all, and more than a request, it's an advice from somebody who has experience in this field, that every time I cannot put more emphasize on the fact that it is very important for all of you to be a part of these kind of clubs and other curricular activities. Apart from your academics, try to be involved in these clubs, whether it be Tejos or any other club in the department. You will be introduced to all the clubs, so try to be a member of one or two clubs so that you have something extra. And this something extra is very important when you go out in the corporate world or when you pass out from Jamia Hamdard as a BTech graduate. So this extra is something which is going to set you apart from the rest of the crowd. Okay. So with that, I think now I'm handing over to Ayush. So have a wonderful session. All the best. And again, I welcome you to Jamia Hamdard. Hope to meet you soon. If anybody has any doubts regarding how to be a member of these clubs, you are always welcome to interact with us. Me and Tabish sir are in the department. You can directly contact us or you can contact us through the tech leads of the different club. Okay. Enjoy your session.
Thank you very much for your words, ma'am. Okay, so let's move on and let me introduce what is Tezos. So Tezos is a blockchain platform that allows people to create and use decentralized applications. Like there are like some centralized applications like Instagram, YouTube. Centralized media, which is governed by someone, and decentralized is like which is not governed by an entity. So Tezos is a blockchain platform that allows people to create and use decentralized application like you all know, like Instagram, Facebook. These are applications and smart contracts. It's similar to other cryptocurrencies like you all hear about Bitcoin and Ethereum, but it has some unique features. So I will introduce one key difference is that Tezos has a mechanism for upgrading itself. So if you read here, Tezos is an open source community governed self-amending. So self-amending means it can upgrade itself without the need of any entity. Like you all are using Play Store, right? So in Play Store, there is an option where you can self-upgrade your app. It is similar that Tezos can self-upgrade its smart contracts to fight against bots. So what happened, as far as I remember, in 2020, there were very a lot of attacks done to Tezos blockchain, correct? And it had the feature to upgrade itself. So it fought against all of those bots. So this is Tezos, and the aim of Tezos. I won't be boring you much. I have a very long slides. So first is to increase awareness and understanding of Tezos. We will be promoting a blockchain entrepreneurship. If someone is interested in entrepreneurship, please, I will be explaining more about entrepreneurship later in the session. And it is to foster community and collaboration. You can collaborate with us in various hackathons, and I will be talking about some crazy hackathons in Web3 with rewards worth $1 million, and to contribute to the Tezos ecosystem. As like you can read from the first word, Tezos is an open source. So what open source is, even you can contribute towards it. So we will be contributing to Tezos ecosystem later in this session. Okay, so I would like to show some of the achievement and of Tezos community. So we had an inaugural session with Simarpreet, who is currently the developer of Tezos India, and the objective was to inaugurate the first ever blockchain club at Jamia Hamdard. And if you know, the blockchain space have an average salary of $100,000 to $150,000 per year for freshers. So it is a crazy space. You all should dive into it. Then we had a workshop on Shardium and Spheron, where you were writing your first smart contracts, means first your first program, your first code in Web3. Then we had Careers in Web3 by Taqir Ahmed and Yatharth Jan. I will be talking more about them later in the session. Then recently we had a workshop by Zave and Jave is the founder and CEO of Script, and it is a $300 million company, Script, and he was there and he taught about zero knowledge proof smart contracts on Bitcoin using Script. Then on this Wednesday we had a Tezos and NFTs start to Shadium, which was I was the speaker there, and today is our induction program. So GM to all of you, and welcome in to the party. And I would highly recommend to all of you to sit with pen and paper, so you can write about everything. And I will be asking some questions at the end. You will be getting some stickers and caps. I want to show some stickers to you. So these are a few stickers, I guess now, and there are some caps also and some t-shirts, like Tezos t-shirts and caps. I will be giving away to all of you. I got this from Tezos India for only for you. Okay, so let's meet our chairperson. I don't think he is here because he is currently occupied with a hackathon right now. And Firaz is currently an intern at Push Protocol, which is also a $150 million company. Zubair, he's currently the president of Epsilon, and he will be joining us later in the session. So just wait for him. Azam, he's our tech lead. He's also working in a hackathon with Yatharth. That's why he isn't able to join this session. Okay, so let's meet our core team. Okay, so it's me, Ayush. I am the Tezos lead. I was the scholar at Solana Foundation. I will be talking about my journey later in the session. I am a second year undergrad BTech CSAI student here at Jamia Hamdard. I will be talking more about myself later in the session. Okay, so let's meet our core team. So Mihul is our management lead, and I would like to unmute Mihul and ask him, why did you join this club? Over to
Uh,
you, Mihul.
the the blockchain and Web3 part of the club intrigued me very much. That is why the main reason I joined Tezos in the first place, basically.
Okay, thank you so much, Mihul. For our design team, Nupur is there as our design lead. Okay, I would like to ask Nupur to unmute herself and please
Hello.
give an introduction to yourself.
Hi Ayush, and yeah, hi everybody. I hope you all are doing really well and are in great health. My name is Nupur Upadhyay and I am from the B Farm department and I am currently the design lead at Tezos. So yeah, talking about Tezos, as Ayush has already told you that it's about blockchain and exploring the Web3 space. I was from a totally different department, like from BFarm department, but because I had the, interest in exploring the tech space, I gave the interview and I got selected. So yeah, our journey at Tezos Club is not about just technology. It's also about fostering a community, the people who are curious to learn, the people who are curious to upskill themselves, and specifically talking about design, be it graphic designing, if you are into Canva, if you are into UI UX space, Figma, and even if you're not that introduced to such things, and if you have a edge of creativity in yourself and you are ready to explore colors, textiles, color styles, line spacing and stuff, art as well as community, we welcome you with open hands. And yeah, that's about from my side. Thanks.
Thank you, Nupur. Let's move on. Okay, so for social media, we have Sheshta, who is our social media lead. I would like to unmute Sheshta and please give an introduction. And why did you join this club?
Hello everyone. So I am Shrestha Tinna from B Farm second year, and I'm dealing the stuff related to the social media, handling Instagram and Twitter accounts of our Tezos community. So basically, why I joined the club was because of the reason and on the purpose that it works on. And I'm really passionate about blockchain and Web3 technology. And we are into the journey of digital future, right? So, yes, being a part of this unique community allows me to learn and experience new things. So that's why I came to Tezos. And yes, I'm really enjoying my journey over here.
Yeah, thank you very much, Sheshta. So for our outreach team, Jovaria is currently our outreach lead, and if she's here, I would like to ask her if she can unmute herself and let us know why did she join our community and our core team as an outreach lead.
Hello everyone, my name is Javera and I am from biotechnology. It's actually a very great opportunity for me to be part of Tezos Club and that I have joined this club because it's something that the Tezos and the blockchain is giving us it has a very great opportunity for you all. I will suggest you all to join this club as my job in this club is to reach out to different people and to organize events and spread awareness. And how I feel to be part of the Tezos Club, it's a great opportunity to learn more about blockchain technology, and plus it's a chance to be part of community that shares a common interest in Tezos. Here we all are together to welcome you all in the induction program.
Yeah, so thank you, Jovaria. And she's the girl behind the swags. She has been asking for sponsorship from various companies, and you will be getting more swags from Tezos community because of Joaria. Shout out to Joaria. And now we have Anushka as our content lead. I would, if she's here, can you please unmute yourself, Anushka, and let us know why did you join this community?
Yeah, sure. So my name is Anushka Gautam and I'm currently pursuing bachelor's in pharmacy. So I joined Tezos because like my field is totally different from Tezos, but I had passion about technology. So that's why I wanted to join Tezos and gave interview. So that's how I joined it, and this team is like really very welcoming. So we welcome you all to join our team, and thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Anushka. Let's move on. Okay, so I didn't introduce myself to you. So let's have an exclusive, your one and only Leeds first year experience. I'm currently in my second year. So let me introduce myself. Okay, so my name is Ayush, and let's start with my journey at Jamia Ahmedabad for my first year. So if you guys know about hackathons, so I won my first hackathon in my first time. We joined in on October, and there was a hackathon at Triple IT Delhi. If you can see it here, GDSC Triple IT Delhi Boot Camp. So me with a friend of mine, we both participated in our first hackathon, and we won our first hackathon, and we were in top 15 teams in Delhi region out there. So yeah, and I will encourage everyone of you to participate in the hackathon. And there's a Smart India hackathon going on. Please do participate in. And there's one more Solana hyperdrive, which is having $1 million worth of prizes. So please do apply there also. Okay, then why I am here? Like why Tazos selected me when I was in my first year? Like I became the lead in my first year. I just got into my second year. So I was accepted uh, at the Solana Developer Program, which was sponsored by Solana Foundation. And if you can read here, so around 30,000 applicants applied for it, and just 750 people got in, and I was one of them. And this 30,000 people applied around the globe, and maximum were engineers. And so that's how I got into it. I will be explaining more about this program to you later in this session. Then we started a startup with me and Himanshu, my best friend, who is my batchmate and my classmate also. And we were got invited to the Young Generation AI Leader meetup by Microsoft. And if you can see, this is our team in the middle. On the most left, it is Himanshu, which is our AR lead at 11 AR. The startup name was 11 AR, and we were building a B2B, which was a business to business augmented reality platform for expensive houses. So he's the guy who was making all the AR in the space. Then there was Sami, who is also my batchmate. He is currently just doing our socials, and I am in the middle, if you can see, right from third from the left. And then these guys are from four guys are from IIT Delhi, and we seven were invited as a student in this young generation AI leaders meetup. So I would encourage every one of you to please start a startup of yourself in your first semester, so you can get a more exposure. And you will be obviously, if you do well na, so you will be invited to these programs. And if you can see na, in the right, it is the Microsoft Azure head, India head. So yeah, please, I would encourage every one of you to start your startup and make something crazy. Let's move on. So I was accepted at several summer of code internships, and I was the project lead at Time Change Lab, Hyderabad, and I was the top contributor there. And this is the time of summers. I applied there. I remember I applied there in April, and I started working for 3 months in Time Change Lab. And Time Change Lab is the first ever blockchain open source program in India, and it was started by a IIT Kharagpur alumnus. And yeah, it was very nice, and you all should apply for it. And yeah, so this was my journey. And yeah, and I also got accepted at BuildSpace and completed my project at BuildSpace. If you know about this program, it recently got over by FASA. This program was occurring in San Francisco, as far as I remember. So please do apply to these. These are some of the great opportunities you can get. And in my first semester, Raza, I will be answering all the question at the end. We have an interaction session. So please just wait for a while. I will be going there. So I became the lead in my first year for Tezos because of these contributions I did. Oh, sorry. Okay, so because of these, so I would highly encourage all of you. Yeah, sorry, blew. Okay, so I would highly encourage to all of you to participate in these programs and start your own startup. And if you need any kind of help from Tezos, Jamiam, that for anything, like if you want to reach out to the blockchain space, anyone from the blockchain space, I will be helping you guys. Okay, so now come to the meme which you have already seen. So during induction freshers, भैया आप इतना सब मैनेज कैसे करते हो? Like obviously, अरे कुछ नहीं, थोड़ा थोड़ा पढ़ोगे तो भी कर लोगे मैनेज. Yeah, so that is also my answer. I knew some of you will be having this question. So the conclusion is now, कि please work in this space and don't forget your college studies. Like obviously, our college तो सबसे ज़्यादा important है, correct? We like, if you told my co-founder who was Himanshu Rawat, he had 9.8 CGPA and in his first semester, and it was highest in all BTech, 9.8 CGPA, and I also had more than 9 CGPA. So yeah, shout out to Himanshu if he's here. So please work in these space and please enjoy. You will be having a lot of fest here. The technical fest by IEEE, the fest by Medical himself would be having. And please explain again, because I have joined now. I would be sharing this PPT with all of you, and we will be having an interaction later in this session. Okay, so let's start now. Ki, what is blockchain? And I will be answering all your questions at the end. So just please have a notebook and a pen. You will be having a lot of tech related stuff in this session. This is not going to be only interactive. Like, why make it very boring and not interesting? So we will be having a lot of what you say, interaction during the session. So yeah, so let's start. So what is blockchain? So simply, It is the uneditable blog. So just imagine there is an editable blog. Suppose you posted an Instagram post, and you can edit your post anytime. But on blockchain, you are not able to edit. It is as simple as that, and this is decentralized. Blockchain is decentralized, and Instagram and all other apps, those who run on AWS or Google Cloud or any other cloud services, uh, these are centralized. These are governed. As simple as that. So let's deep dive into history of blockchain. Okay, so let's start with the history. So blockchain was introduced on in 2008. So what happened there was there was a global financial crisis in USA. So what happened there was the banks were giving loans, unlimited amounts of gold to real estate companies to build houses, to build industries. But what happened when the global financial crisis happened and the prices of real estate went very down? The banks were banks become bankrupts, and it was happened in your USA. And as you all know, the global economy depends upon the economy of USA. So what happened there was US government bailed out all the banks. They paid for the money, the loan, the interest, everything to the bank, because even the government knows if banks fail, the US economy is going to be down, and if US economy is going to down, all the economies over the globe will be going down. So a lot of engineering folks at Silicon Valley thought, why government should have a lot of power, who to bail out, who to not bail out? So Satoshi Nakamoto, who's the founder of Bitcoin in 2008, uh, discovered this idea of Bitcoin and decentralization, where money will won't be controlled by the government, the Federal Reserve of USA or the Reserve Bank of India. So they made a Bitcoin which is similar to, like, if you know now, so there was a barter system back in the days. So what we were doing na कि we were trading gold with gold, or like मेरी बकरी भाई तू ले ले, तू मेरे को अनाज दे दे. It was like that, correct? If you all know. Then we had the currency gold and silver. We were trading with gold, and then in 1700s, the US government came up with the idea of currency. So what they were doing na कि they were saying $1 is equal to 1 gram of gold. You just take $1. You just give us 1 gram of gold. We will be giving you $1 note. So this system started in 1700. Then decentralization came, and in 2018, when the SVB, Silicon Valley Bank, went bankrupt, the Bitcoin prices went very up. So that's how it started. So it is a basic question. If someone asked you when decentralized and when blockchain space discovered, it was discovered by Satoshi Nakamoto, who's the founder of Bitcoin in 2008. And we might have a question about this in our quiz. So please write it down. Okay, so let's start with how blockchain works. Now you know basics about blockchain. So please, guys, please keep your pens and paper with you. So let's start, like how blockchain works, guys. So the agenda is the Solana the network programming model. We will be talking about accounts, programs, instructions, transactions, custom program data, tokens, and NFTs out here. And this will be a very techy session. So please write it down. And I always believe कि आपका काम दिखाना चाहिए आप क्या बोल रहे हैं. तो आई एम अ काइंड ऑफ गाय जो बोलता कम है करता ज्यादा है. So let's start with this. So what are the technical advantages? So let's talk about the main technological advantages to building a decentralized application. Correct. So first is uh, fast confirmation time. So the blockchain has extremely fast confirmation times. So users don't have to wait to make sure their action is worked or not. Correct. Then there is a low transaction fees, and the fees are exceptionally low. So you have to pay a gas fee, which is very low gas fee, and so developers can build more robust user experience that cost less. And we will be having the interaction session later today, like later in the session. So please be there. So transaction fees are exceptionally low, so developers can build a more robust user experience that costs less. And let's talk about a network overview. So let's take a brief look at how a network creates blocks and process transaction. Like I told you now, it is blockchain, which is chain, blocks of chain. So these are blocks. Just imagine these as a block, guys. Correct. So like most of proof of stake networks, Solana elects a ledger for each blockchain creation cycle, who's responsible for creating a block. Uh, I know that you won't be understanding this. So what is proof of stake? Simply I would like to address in हिंदी में बताता हूँ. तो प्रूफ ऑफ स्टेक क्या होता है कि मान लीजिए आप इंस्टाग्राम पे हैं एंड इंस्टाग्राम के पास सारा डेटा होगा. Like if you made a post, so the data will be to Instagram. If you made a comment, the data will be on to Instagram. But in blockchain space, the data will be open source. If you made a post, even I can see that you made a post. The anyone from the globe can see that the address with the guy this made this post, and it have this number of comments, and it is all open source, so data won't be getting leaked. It is all encrypted there. And Facebook, the companies like Facebook can't sell your data, and the security is very high, and the transparency is also very high in these kind of stuffs. So let's talk. Unlike Ethereum, Tezos does not use mempool. Mempool means pending transaction. So the transaction speed of Tezos is very high, which is even phenomenal. So it forwards a new transaction to the next ledger. So this is the ledger one, the pink one, and it is forwarding to the yellow one, if you can see. And this is the ledger, like yellow circle, sorry, yellow triangle upside down. So it forwards a new transaction to the next ledger in the blockchain creation cycle. Then what happened is next it leverages a high throughput engine called turbines. So if so, I'm just giving you a basic idea about what is and how blockchain works is. So मैं हिंदी में बताता हूँ. The pink one is the ledger जहाँ पे आप अपना स्मार्ट कॉन्ट्रैक्ट लिखते हैं, आप अपनी इंस्टाग्राम की पोस्ट डिसेंट्रलाइज्ड मैनर में डालते हैं. It goes to a ledger which is this pink yellow cube, and यहाँ से वो validate होता है. So how it validates is there are around 50 and hundreds of data centers. तो वो लोग वैलिडेट करते हैं कि जैसे कि बैंक में क्या होता है कि अगर आपके यूपीआई में 500 रुपीज पड़ा है, तो व्हाट हैपन इज कि आपने ट्रांजैक्शन किया 400 रुपीज का, तो हाउ बैंक वेरीफाइज इट कि आपके अकाउंट में 500 रुपीज है, आपने कॉल लगाई 400 की, एंड इट जस्ट वैलिडेट्स, एंड आपका जो पैसा है वो चले जाता है. सो इट इज सिमिलर कि यहाँ पे वैलिडेटर्स होते हैं जो कि वैलिडेट करते हैं कि हाँ आपके पास इतना गैस फी है, आप सही चीज डाल रहे हैं डिसेंट्रलाइज में, क्या आपकी जो प्राइवेसी जैसी टर्म्स एंड कंडीशंस होती हैं क्या आप उसको सेटिस्फाई एंड फुलफिल कर रहे हैं. सो दिस इज व्हाट इट इज, एंड दीज आर दी स्मार्ट कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स लाइक which you will be writing. And जब आप लोग कैंपस पे आएंगे तो आई विल बी टॉकिंग मोर अबाउट दिस कि हाउ यू कैन राइट योर ओन स्मार्ट कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स एंड हाउ यू कैन डिप्लॉय इट ऑन ब्लॉकचेन लाइक दीज ग्रीन वालों पर आप कैसे डाल सकते हैं. आई विल बी टीचिंग यू गाइस कि हम इसको कैसे डाला जा सकता है. सो सोलाना's मोस्ट पॉपुलर इनोवेशन इज प्रूफ ऑफ हिस्ट्री. तो इसमें ना आप हिस्ट्री को ट्रैक कर सकते हैं कि आपने अपना फर्स्ट ब्लॉग पोस्ट कब डाला आपने, सेकंड कब डाला, थर्ड कब डाला, फोर्थ कब डाला, फिफ्थ कब डाला, अनलाइक अदर्स। लाइक बाकी जो चेन्स है ना, लाइक बिटकॉइन एंड इथेरियम, उन पे आप ये चीज नहीं कर सकते। वहां पे आपने एक चीज एक बार डाल दिया, देयर इज नो प्रूफ ऑफ हिस्ट्री, दे वर्क ऑन proof of stake. Let's move forward. So first of all, shout out to the design guys who made this PPT for all of you, and I will be sharing this PPT to all of you in our WhatsApp, in our Tezos WhatsApp group. If you didn't join, I will be sharing the QR code later in this session. So in 2022, the network of Tezos slowed down during times of turbulence. So if you know about turbulence, when like 10,000 people are working on a chain and the chain breaks out, that is known as turbulence. So the network hummed even during a massive NFT mint. So what happened? 10,000 millions of people were minting on the blockchain and significantly stress events. So we can see this is the average time it takes to produce a block. If you can see now, first red in the जो नीचे है, red, yellow, and green. So it works in three space. First, you have to wait till if someone has, जैसे कि ट्रैफिक लाइट में क्या होता है कि अगर आपके आगे कोई गाड़ी है तो पहले वो मूव करेगी, देन आप मूव करोगे। सो इसमें भी सिमिलर है, अगर आपके पहले किसी ने मिंट कर दिया आपका एनएफटी या कुछ भी, तो वो पहले चेन पर जाएगा, देन यू विल बी गोइंग ऑन। सो दिस इज हाउ इट वर्क्स। स्टेक वेट, वी विल बी टॉकिंग अबाउट दिस इन आवर ऑफलाइन सेशन कि स्टेक क्या होता है, स्टेक वर्क कैसे करता है। लोकलाइज्ड फी मार्केट, तो फी मार्केट क्या होती है कि यू हैव टू पे अ वेरी लेस गैस फी, एंड हाउ इट वर्क्स इज जितना आपका कोड ऑप्टिमाइज्ड होगा उतना लेस आपको पैसा देना पड़ेगा। लाइक इफ योर कोड इज वेरी ऑप्टिमाइज्ड, यू विल बी जस्ट गिविंग अवे 1 cent, or you can say like 1 rupee ka tenth part you will be giving. But if your code is not optimized, you might be giving away 20 rupees for the same stuff, same work. Now there are some takeaways. So Tezos have a fast confirmation times. The transaction fees is very low, and there is no meme pool, which means there are no pending transaction out there. There's high performance is there, and a lot of applications are getting built, and you will be building these applications, correct? So now the some more agendas. Let's start with the programming part. So everything on Tezos is basically account, correct? So the money you have is an account, the wallet you have is an account, you are an account basically, ठीक है? Let's move on. So it is a unique 256-bit address. So it is a 256 character address which is stored with you, and I will be showing you how it works, how you can create your wallet, and how it basically works. So you should have some balance, like the money, and I will be showing how you can get money for absolutely for free on testnet. And testnet is where you can test your application all for free. Anyone can credit or read data. As I told, key blockchain is very transparent. Anyone can credit and read your data basically. Let's start. And how accounts work is आप अपना की डालते हैं, की is your API, similar to API key. You will be having your own key, which is you will be having a, yeah, I will be showing you what is key. There are two types of key, public and private key. You will be putting your public key here. Lamperts is the smallest amount of Lamperts is the smallest amount of, so like in currency there is smallest in 1 rupees, correct? And similar in blockchain space there is Lamperts, which is very the smallest amount of
Smallest unit.
yeah, you can say smallest amount of money. Like I will be showing, I must have, like, this is a Lampard, 10 to the power minus 9 soul. So one soul is currently $20 currently. So you can just imagine how small it is. Then there's data, and is your data executable? So Boolean is true and false. So do you wanna execute it right now? and you can just put that I want to execute this data at this date and at this time, and that is also possible. And then the owner, and this is what accounts is similar. You will be writing all of these on your VS Code or whatever code you will be using. So these are the address, the Lambert's data. Is this data program or not? Then now let's talk about program. So smart contracts are called programs. So anyone of you know what smart contract is? Anyone of you? Okay, so the code is known as smart contracts. The code, similar to you, you guys have done Python. So in blockchain, the code is known as smart contracts. So you can write your code in Rust. Rust is very fast, like more faster than C++ because it don't have garbage values. And I will be asking this question: why Rust is more better than C++, and Python? Because it don't have the garbage values. You can write your code in Rust, C, C++, Python. So it means you can r- write your blockchain in any of these languages. And now you can even write in JavaScript, the latest version of Solana or Rust. Let's talk more. So unlike Ethereum, smart contracts program don't actually have state of their own. Instead, they perform reads and writes on accounts from the blockchain. To perform a write, this program must be like a designated owner of the account. So it means एक पब्लिक की का ना एक ओनर होना चाहिए, करेक्ट? एंड आई लेट मी शो यू गाइस मैं क्या कहना चाहता हूँ आप लोगों को। इस पे तो नहीं है। लेट मी गो टू माय अकाउंट। दिस इज योर वॉलेट and this is your account. So if you can see, I have 6.8 Sol. This is your public key. You can just copy it and just see. So this is my public key. I can show it and you can send me money on this. So this is how public key works, and there are some private keys and etc. stuff. So this is what your public key is. This is your balance and stuff. You can buy, deposit, and send it to everyone. So let's start it. So there are some takeaways. Everything is an account. All accounts hold Sol. Like I showed you, like I had 6.64 Sols. Accounts are passed into programs following for parallel executions. Now let's talk about program instructions. This is how it works. This is the code you will be writing, like your program ID. You can write whatever you want, like 1, 2, 3, 4. This is your program ID. You will be writing your keys. Your public key is your code mutable or non-mutable. Like do you want to change it or do you want to not change it? So you can just write it in the place of boolean true and false. Is signer, so are you the signer or your friend is the signer? So you can write true and false, and if you write false, now there will be an option. You can put the public key, who is the signer. You will be getting then the data. Okay, so the program, this is instruction. So program ID is the address of the program that this instruction is going to invoke, correct? And then the keys. So the keys field contains an array like of all the accounts required by this instruction, and you can see each accounts provided also specifies whether or not the account is mutable or signed, like as I told you. Then lastly, the data field holds the serialization code that tells the program which action to perform. It also provides like your any required arguments to the program you will be providing or arguments into this program. And you can write all of these programs in Python, Rust, C, C++, whatever languages you know. Even now you can write it in JavaScript also in the new version of blockchain. So what is transaction? So as I already told you, हम ब्लॉकचेन में आते क्यों हैं? पैसा कमाने के लिए, करेक्ट? एंड So where you will be getting the money. So it is a transaction which your users will be doing. So let's start. Here we have to package it up into what's called a transaction and send it to an RPC client. I will be showing how you can use this RPC as. So you can use it as the endpoint of your API key, and I will be showing it with my Helios, which I recently built. So just wait for it. And then it forwards to the network more on the process later. So now talk about transaction, how
Ayush,
transact.
sorry for the interruption. Ayush, Zubair this side, actually the meeting is full and other students want to join as well. So would you please share another link of this same meeting and you can present so others can join.
Shrestha, please do it ASAP. Shrestha, please do this ASAP. Okay, so yeah, Shrestha will be sharing it. So how it works is how transaction works is so basically there are a lot of codes which I showed you ना. So you have to write all of these code into your program. तो मैं दिखा देता हूँ एक बार. तो this is the account जो top पे आएगा कि which will be telling you कि आपका account कैसा है. But in modern days ना what we do is ना कि जब मैं भी अभी कोई projects बनाता हूँ तो I am not writing these. I just import my phantom wallet. So just you have uh, इसकी जगह पे what we do is ना we just write one line of code which I will be showing you कि import phantom wallet this my public key. So it just approves it and ये जो 4-5 lines की चीज है we don't do this now but for the understanding purposes मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ कि how stuff works but now what we do is we just import everything. And similar to these, like in programs, you have to write the program ID keys, mutability, and instructions you have to write like first, second, third, fourth, like this. Then the transaction, like how your hash will be working, who is the payer, like similar to Razorpay, but for a blockchain. Okay, so let's deep dive. So you can see we have to provide a recent block hash in the third line of code. You can see like recent block hash. Correct. So to help validators weed out duplicate transaction, we also like designate some account as one will pay for the transaction fee. So this is a fee payer. So this is what I will saying, and the gas fee. So you will be paying the gas fee. Let's move on. So let's have some takeaways. I will be sharing you this PPT and we will be talking more in detail. I will in the campus, correct? So the takeaways, programs are invoked by the instruction. We have to write instruction. Instructions are sent via transactions. Transaction must be signed. Like this is the sign in the last. You can see signer, fee payer, like the gas fee, the block hash number, and the instructions. Let's talk about what about custom program data. एक बॉस आप custom भी तो बनाना चाहते हैं. आप सब कुछ आपको blockchain provide तो नहीं करेगा. Like you have to make something you call customization, right? So blockchain provides you the option of customization. So let's briefly revisit the concept mentioned earlier about programs being the designated owner of the account. So a typical Web2 application is able to read and write from its database where it so pleases. Like I know you must be familiar with either Web2 during school days. So on Tezos, we have to make use of account ownership rules to leverage account owned by our program to store our program's data. In other words, in simple words, a Tezos program has to write to accounts that it owns in order to store data. Like this is the program, like these small ones, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the accounts you will, if you want to pursue, you must know what is PDA, correct? So the most common way to set up a collection of accounts owned by a program is by using a feature known as PDA, or the program derived address. Uh, a program derived address is pretty much exactly what it sounds like. Uh, 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 so what it sounds like, and it's an account. So it's an account whose address is derived from a specific input. So program derived address. So it is an account whose address is derived from specific input. So basically a hash function, like if you can see address equal to hash seed array. So you will be writing your array, your public key, which I showed you, like my public key from my wallet, which you will be copy pasting into this code, typically the owner of the account. Okay, so let's talk more. So one other feature of PDA, program derived address, is the ability to process the program to create a signature to authorize and changes to an account. So it is a security feature. If you are a cyber security guy, and you want to work on a blockchain space, you most your most work will be on PDA. So this is one of the most important feature of cyber security and blockchain space. So now let's take a look at how PDAs do this without requiring a private key signature. As you can see by the diagram, when an account address is derived using a PDA function, it's actually specially designed so that this account can't have a private key. And please don't share your private key anyone to anyone. So what happened? I saw a case. A guy was streaming on YouTube and he showed his public key, sorry, private key, and someone from the stream uh, took his all money. Like he had around $2.5 million, and random guy took all of his money, and now he is just broke. Now let's start. So let's consider this example of a table of users profile information. And you can see we are relating each record to the user's wallet address. So the first one is the address, then user, then email ID. And how could we represent this with PD account to the Solana? Okay, so how I will be representing it? Okay, correct. So you will be making these curly braces, username and email. Like you will be putting the username, like if it is soul dude, uh, in the on the username part you will be putting soul dude and your email, and this is the post count, like how much post you have done. So you will be doing the post count, like in the first I will be showing you this in the code to the campus. It is just very basics. So let's talk about some takeaways. Accounts address can be derived from seeds. PDA, which means program derived address, can be used to relate data across accounts. PDAs don't have a private key, and you don't have to show your private key. And why don't have a private key? Because I already told you it is for the space of cyber security. And if in case someone get your private key by mistake or by hacking something, you will be losing all of the stuff of your company. So they didn't put the private key over there. So let's tying it all together. Let's tie all of this together, guys. So now that we have got all the fundamentals down, let's tie all together with an end-to-end example of the life cycle of transaction, how transaction works. Let's say we have a program like this program, and that operates on an account with this account integer field, like you can see count u8, which means unsigned date. So as you can see, the only supported instruction is the increment function, like you can see it here, like function. Fn means function in JavaScript, and it is just incrementing it, and this is a function. So if you put now, if you put 2, so it will increment to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it is similar कि uh, अगर हम ये increment वाला feature ना दे, तो only one guy in the world can transact at the same time. But हम सब जानते हैं कि हर second, हर minute, कोई ना कोई ट्रांजैक्शंस हो रही होती हैं, तो दिस प्रोग्राम विल हेल्प यू फॉर दैट कि आप एक टाइम पे मल्टीपल ट्रांजैक्शंस कर पाएँ। Let's talk more. We
Hey
start.
Ayush, sorry for the interruption. Something important. In the meeting,
Yeah,
two people are waiting, but I'm not able to present my screen. So would you please join that meeting as well and present that tab so people would be able to watch the presentation you are doing here.
I guess we have only 97 people. They can join this meet, I guess.
Actually, there was 101 people and Shrestha had left, so she was not able to join also.
Okay,
So
so
it's
let me know
fluctuating as well.
what I need to do.
You just have to go to the link I had shared with you on the WhatsApp and open that
Uh,
meeting, and after that, you can just
okay,
present this.
okay, perfect. And
Yes.
yeah,
Just join it and share the tab. In the
okay,
meeting two,
I have
share meeting
joined.
one tab.
Okay, so Shadab sir is joining. I
Not
am
not
sharing
entire
it.
screen, just the tab, not entire
Okay,
screen.
okay,
Please
okay. I'm
share just
sorry.
the tab. Otherwise, you won't be audible.
Window and this meet, correct?
Yes. Not window, I guess. Tab would also work. Let me confirm there. Is that audible or not? Hey Saad, would you please confirm that the meeting one is. Do one thing, Ayush. Just share the tab only. There would be an option.
Just the tab.
Click on the tab. Yes, and then share it. So now it would be
Okay, so
audible. Yes, this is audible now. Perfect. You can continue, Ayush. Carry on.
okay, okay. So sorry for the interruption. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so we start out with our decentralized application, which is hosted just like a normal Web2 application, similar to all the Web2 application do have, like Google, Instagram, Facebook. All these are Web2 applications. Okay, so a user performs some actions on a dApp, which means decentralized application, and the dApp sends a transaction to an RPC client. RPC client is similar to your API account. Like I will be showing you how API works later in this session. Next, the RPC client routes that transaction to a validator on the Tezos network. So a validator can confirm that are you fulfilling the terms and condition or not, so that they can approve your code on the Solana blockchain network. Then the transaction is processed, and the instruction for our program is executed, and which invokes our program to perform an action. So now the program that modifies the state of the counter account, like which is already approved by the validator, and we have our program. So we will be counter account, like I showed you now, this one, fn increment count. So this is the counter account which I am talking right now. So this is the counter account, and this is the code for it. It will be like counting one. This will be update the state to one. And now let's talk about takeaways. Applications send transaction to an RPC client. I will be talking more about this RPC client. I will be showing you how you should make your project and how you should present it to the hackathons. And there will be showing how RPC works. We have already talked about agendas, and let's talk more about tokens. And similar to Ethereum and Bitcoin, Tezos has a token standard for any new tokens on its network called SPL token standard, or Tez token standard. It is similar to, like, for US we have dollars, and for blockchain we have SPL, BTC, uh, XTZ uh, as a token standard. However, these standards operates quite differently. Like obviously, they will be working quite differently. The biggest difference is that Tezos actually uses native program, like deployed native to the change, to manage the creators to a new token. Correct. and it is associated with this token program, which I have already shown you during this session, like how token program looks like, how you can form your own token. And we will be talking more about this when you guys will be on the campus. These are very basics. A token on Tezos is represented by an account called Mint, and this account has the core information about the XTZ token Mint. So how this is how it works. So as you can see,
Ayush,
there are
actually in
yes,
the meeting too, you are not audible.
in meeting two, I am not audible. Should
Yes,
I
the
do
students are
this?
saying you are not audible.
Okay, so am I audible now?
Uh, Not yet.
Like I have, it is unmuted. I
Now
hope.
you are audible. Now you are audible.
Uh, but I think it is. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so as you can see, there are a handful of other accounts that relate to the Mint account, and which facilitates certain actions to properties of the token. Like there are some properties of token, like the wallet, which I have already showed you. And if you wanna see one more time, again showing you is what is a wallet. So this is a wallet. You can download it as your Chrome extension. You will be writing your password, it will unlock, and this is your address, like account one, and this is account two. You can copy your address. Here's the information, like how much SOL or how much uh, tokens you have. You can buy it, deposit it, and send it. You can transfer it to USDC and etc. Your recent activities will be shown here. This is how a wallet works, and this is the wallet, guys. Okay, so wallets balance of any account, any Mint account is being tracked. I showed you. Let's talk about metadata for any associated metadata for a Mint, such as images, styles, etc. So metadata, I talked this about this during the NFT session we had, like how metadata works. You have to write your account, your address, your public key, your URL, such as images, titles, albums, songs. So we leverage one or more metadata accounts which are created by the metadata program. And if you were there in the NFT session, we talked about this in very detail, and I even showed you how metadata works. If you want one more time, I can show you how it works. So first you have to write sugar, and you can download sugar from your app, from the GitHub link. I will be sharing this on our WhatsApp group. Then what you have to do is sugar config create, and it will be just asking you how much NFTs you want. So if I want 10, what symbol of your collection? So what is the name you want to give to your collection? So if I want AYU as the symbol. What are seller fee basis points? So it is how much royalty you want. So I want 500. So basically in this 500 means 5% and 100 means 1%. So do you want to use a sequential Mint index generation? We recommend you choose no. So we will be choosing no. How many creator wallets do you have? So I will be choosing one. Enter your creator address. So I will be giving my address. So this is my address, which is I just copied it. uh, I pasted it. Enter royalty percent. How much share I want? I want the 100% of the share. Hidden setting. We will be choosing bundler. You can choose any one of them. Do you want your NFTs to remain mutable? Yeah, I would choose to remain it mutable. Oh, I'm overwriting and successful generated the config file. This is how metadata works, and it is successful right now. So congrats, guys. Let's move further with our slides. Okay, so let's talk more. So the key here is that unlike other chains like Ethereum, we don't need to deploy any program. Obviously, as I told, program means smart contracts to create a new token, which we can do this completely off chain by sending instructions, same as AWS and Google Cloud. Now there are some takeaways. Like you don't have to deploy a program to create a new token. As I told, there is no need to deploy as Ethereum, but in Ethereum and Bitcoin, if you study, you have to deploy it on chain. You can create new tokens using only RPC calls. So if you, let me show you what RPC I was talking about. Let's go. Let me show you. This is the blogging platform which we built. If you go onto the app, source file, app.jsx, this is the RPC. Like if you can see devnet helios rpc.com, this is my API key, and this I have linked to. Okay, so just let me know, is my screen visible? Should I zoom in more, or is it good? Do you want me to zoom in? Okay, so perfect. So this is the endpoint. This is the API key you will be creating, and this is the RPC node, like this RPC. And you can develop it using any of the platform you like, but I personally like Helios. You can use this. And as I was telling na, you don't have to write the whole code. Similarly, I have done I have import the Solana address and the font name wallet. So let's move on. And there's one more feature, let me show you, of RPC, if it works. So let me show. This is the Helios RPC dashboard, and you can check the global request count. Just see it. My global request count was 135 from India, and if anyone from US uses my project, it will be shown out here. The success rate is 100. This is all recorded by RPC. The successful request counts are 98. Failure rate, the data is not available right now. I don't know why, but it should display the data. And the request is like, what request are you having? Like people are searching about my account information, my transaction. You can just check it here. This is what you call, and then there are a few graphs. So this is the work of RPC. Let's move on. Minting a new token. So let's mint a new token. First, we create a new account that will be our mint account. Next, we initialize that account as a mint by adding the required data as we saw previously. We create any metadata account we want, like metadata master edition. Do you want your metadata to be one by one, the limited edition one, like whatever you want. So this is how you can create any desired metadata accounts you want. Like do you want an NFT to be one by one, like 10/10, or limited edition, something like this? Now we need to wallet to mint this account. Like I showed you my wallet, how a wallet works. Then we create an associated token account for the user's wallet, so we can store the balance of this new mint for this wallet. And finally, we use the token program to mint a new token to their users associated token accounts. Correct. So all of these steps are done by sending instruction to the respective program for each type of accounts, which you will be doing on your playground, and you will be writing your programs. Let's move on, and now let's create a custom Joe token. So Joe was my instructor back in my Solana foundation journey. So let's start. So create a new account to the mint. So then you need to initialize the account as a mint. Then give a token as icon of creating a metadata account. Like you will be writing your account name, your public key, etc., etc. Now our token is all set. Like this is all. Like similar we did now. This is it. Like this is we wrote now. This is metadata account. Like you will be writing the codes. So let's move on. I won't bore you much, and it is similar. There's Nikhil said Joan wallets. You can just combine it and mint together. That is also a good feature on Tezos. Now let's take some takeaways. Mint must be created and initialized before it can be minted. You have to write this code first, then you have to mint, then you have to upload. So this is what it is saying. Guys, now let's talk about NFTs, which is non-fungible token. Fungible means I have talked about tokens earlier, and fungible means non-replaceable. So if I give you an example now, uh, I have this bookmark, so it holds a emotional value to me. So it is non-replaceable for me. So it is I can create an NFT of this. It is not a normal bookmark. It holds a significant value for me. So it is non-replaceable, at least for me. So it is what non-replacement means. Okay, so it starts with a zero decimal place. For example, an NFT could be a master edition and a collection, which means an NFT can serve as a single unique master copy while allowing for print versions to be created based on like you can see out on your website the print version, and on the left, which I showed you earlier on the code, that was the code version. Let's take have some takeaways. NFTs have a zero decimal places and supply of one, correct? And NFTs metadata is highly customizable. You can customize it. Like you have seen a lot of NFTs back in the day, like Logan Paul had one, Travis Scott has had one. So it is highly customizable. Let's talk about SPL tokens, how a mint account looks like. So is it initial? So it starts with, is it initialized? Yes or no? Supply, like how much supply you want. I showed you, if you want 10 supplies, you have to write 10 supplies. Your decimal number, which should be starting from zero. Then the mint authority, like you will be writing your public key out there, and then freeze authority, like you can take the public key of your friend who have the power to freeze this NFT anytime he wants. Okay, so this is similar. You can write this on your VS Code. We will be writing more when you will be on campus, and we will be having a hands-on workshop there. Okay, as I told, NFTs have to start with zero decimals. Okay, so that brings us to associated token account. As you can see, these accounts are used to represent an account's balance to a certain SPL token. So if you see seeds equal to wallet address, you will be writing a wallet address, your token program ID, your mint address. Mint address is generated when you do these stuffs. So when you do this now, so you will be getting a mint address, which you will be copying it here, and you have to write your balance, like how much balance do you have in your account. Like I had 6 Sol, so you will be writing a balance out here. Then let's talk about metadata account. It is similar. So like the associated token account, metadata accounts also like derives their address from a standard seeds pattern. Like this is known as seeds pattern, and however, this pattern is actually separated from the SPL token standards. Let's have some takeaways. Mint account house data about a mint. Like a mint account will be having your data about your mint, and metadata account store associated metadata for a mint, and associated token account store a user's balance for a particular data. And we will be talking more about this in our upcoming offline sessions. Like I will be showing you how you can build your own work. And thank you. Let's start. And first, I want to show you my work. Let me find it. Just see it here. This is the source file, and here you will be like you when you build now, like similar to this, you will be importing all of your stuff from here. Let me find something for you guys. So this is the SP source file of your account, and this is how you basically create your stuffs. Let's see if it is working. It is not working currently. Let's see what happened. Yarn. Okay, so it is working. I used blocks. So this is how a decentralized application works. I don't want it in this tab. Let's use it this tab. So this is how it works. So you first initialize it, and it will initialize with your wallet. And let me confirm it. When I create a post like hi first year students, how are you doing? Okay, so when I post it now, you check there is a gas fee. Like this is the gas fee estimated charge Salana. This is the amount I need to pay to post this. So let me confirm it, and it is taking a few seconds. And yeah, well, I just posted it, and we can see it here. Whereas like here, hi first year student, how are you doing? The date, and this is how it was. I just wanted to show that a Web3 application takes a fee to work upon, and this is my project. So let's move on. Now it's a quiz time for you guys. Mohaseb, I want you to show your screen and let's start with the quiz. And I'm telling you will be getting goodies. Let me show these goodies to the top 3 winners.
Hello everyone, this is Muhasib Hafiz, BTech student, second year student. So I'll be presenting a quiz with you. Let me just share the screen. Okay, let me press the link. Here's the link. Asha, Ayush, tell me one thing.
Yeah, it is visible.
No, I'm saying that where I have to put the second link.
No, I will be putting. Yes. Guys, join this quiz. The participants will be getting swags. And let me put this over on the WhatsApp group. Can someone real quick put this on the WhatsApp group of Tezos? Okay, so let at least 40 participants join, and he started after that.
Hey Ayush, please share the link on the meeting 2 again. There
Yeah,
are
I
some
had
new
already.
participants.
Okay.
There are some new participants, yeah.
Mohasib, just start it when 50 when the participants reach till 250.
Okay.
Okay, just started. All the best, guys. please go on chart view.
This is the leaderboard, right?
Why there were only one question?
Actually, I just wait a sec. Now there will be second question. Wait for a second. So I just did one thing like last time. What we did is that
Okay, no
we
worries,
were
no
creating
worries,
like
no worries. Move on to the next question, bro. Massive, please share the Google form also. After this, please share.
This is the last question. So let's
Okay, so this is the last question, guys. Okay, so first of all, congratulations to Lavina. I know there were some technical issues with it. I will be sharing a Google form with you. Can we get the top three winners, Mohaseb?
wait. Here the top three winners. First, can have it.
Okay, so first of all, congratulations, Amar, Tausif, and Gulam
Ajani.
Azdani. Yeah, Gulam Azdani. Okay, so let's move on. You can let me share it. So अब having around 46 skills हम मिलने लगता है अभी. Sana, we will be addressing this question. Mohasib, can you please give the form, Google form if you have?
Just wait 2 minutes. I'll share it in chat box.
Yeah, let's move on, guys. Now we are done with the quiz. Let's have a look at upcoming opportunities in the year 2023. First of all, there is a build a quick note marketplace add-on compressed NFTs on Tezos Solana. You can use any one of them, and the price is $2,500. And it was my request to quick node for the International NFT Day. He became our community partner for this event, for our last event, for our NFT event. So please do apply for this. I guess 3-4 days is left, and you will be able to build some awesome projects, guys. And Shrestha, can you please drop the link? And then there's Tezos ecosystem growth grant up to $10,000. You just need to, if you have a startup regarding Tezos and you want some money, fill out the form. Shrestha, please share the link and please fill up the form, and you will be getting $10,000 grant with 0% equity. So some awesome opportunities. And there's a Solana Hyperdrive Global Online Hackathon, which is giving away $1 million of prizes. So please do apply. A lot of tracks are there. Do apply to any of the track, and if you need any kind of help regarding this, please do let me know. And then there is a Summer of Bitcoin. It is similar to Hacktoberfest and Google Summer of Code, but for Bitcoin, and it is an awesome program which we will be having this summers again. And then there is a Binance Student Ambassador Program, and I will be sharing all the links to our WhatsApp group. So please, I will update everyone. So Binance Student Ambassador Program is here. Please do apply to this. You will be getting some awesome swags from Binance. And then there is Solana Foundation Developer Program, which I was the part of. And I will be sharing the link of this to all of you. Then there's Alchemy Student Developer Program also for Web3 developers. Then a Flow Ambassador Program. Then a BNB Chain Martians Program, where you will be working to protect the chain on blockchain. So it is a very awesome program. Do apply to this, guys. Then there are some resources. Like this one is for build space. You can build your. Let me show you guys. What is this? This is build space. This is not build space. Please share the link. Okay, so this is the summer of Bitcoin link. This is the Binance. You just need to apply here. This is the Alchemy link. This is the Flow Ambassador program. Like apply in any of them. This is the BNB Martians program. This is the resource. You can learn Ethereum from this. This is a 7-week long course, all for free. You will be learning a lot of code out here. If you are a startup guy, do apply to this. This is Y Combinator startup program. And then build space quick note marketplace. There are zero submissions. I don't know why. Why aren't you guys applying for it? This is 25 US dollars of prices, and do apply to this. This is the link for the $10,000 grant for from Tezos India. And if you want to earn in Web3, I know a lot of you would be having this question. You can earn from here. Just if you are a blockchain guy, if you want to build something on blockchain, just find anything and you will be getting the prize if you are the winner. Like build a quick note marketplace add-on, compress NFT, and how you should build. First, just put your GitHub link, like a project link, then put prerequisite and installation, deployment, and run the project. How we should run, and how you can access. Put a demo YouTube link out there. Put your RPC dashboard. Put a Miro board link, like the infrastructure. Write the Twitter link. Then in the white paper, write the abstract. Write the introduction, problem statement, problem nuances, why blockchain is needed in this project, the flow of the project. Like first you have to create the wallet, blog post, initialization, then the project implementation, like what technologies you used in the front end, endpoint, user wallet integration, testing and optimization, and the author. This is how it works. I guess that's all from my end, and this is it. So let's interact, guys. If you have any kind of questions, please ask. Turn on your cameras, turn on your mic. Okay, so I don't भैया आपने कोडिंग कब स्टार्ट कर अच्छा अच्छा जुबैर भाई would you like to introduce yourself first?
Yeah, sure. Thank
Okay,
you.
so let's meet the incredible guy.
Thank you so much for your kind words. So, hello everyone. I'm Zubair again from BTech Computer Science third year, fifth semester, and I would like to say that I was part of Tezos as well. In the last tenure in 2022-2023, I was the outreaching lead in the Tezos core team, and it was a privilege to me for working with Yatharth Chan, Tawkir, and Firas. And I learned a lot of things there, and Azam Bhai as well, as you can see on the slides. And at that time, Epsilon committee was created, and under that there was 3 to 4 clubs. Now there is 6 clubs. So I would just like to say that all the events conducted through the Tezos was amazing. Like I got to know Rishabh Bhai. Rishabh Bhai is working on the Solana, and he is one of the very amazing person. And as well as I get to know about Parkash Patak. He is an amazing guy. Like he is from Staron, but he has very good communication and network. And I had joined lots of global meetups and stuff. I'm not continuing in Web3 and blockchain, but the all decentralized stuff and smart contracts and all the deployments, whatever you can go in the like Bitcoin and we have these coins, sorry, here in the Tezos. So it would be great privilege for you all to give a try in this journey. Ayush is a great leader. Like I am watching him from the last 2 3 months. He is doing his great. He is doing his like all. So thank you so much, Ayush, for your hard work. Keep it up. We had good expectations from you. And guys, if you have any queries, you may ask from me related to management, related to technical things, related to anything. Would love to help. Thank you, Ayush.
Okay, thank you so much, Zubair bhai. Okay, so let's interact, guys. And I would like if you can unmute yourself and ask questions. Yeah, are there any questions? So let's find some questions. How can we build a good resume? What additional? Okay, so yeah, Raza, please go on.
तो भैया मेरे को ये पूछना था कि मतलब आपने मतलब जैसे बीटेक में एडमिशन लिया था तो उससे पहले से आप कोडिंग और सारा चीज़ आप पढ़ रहे थे कि मतलब आपने ट्वेल्थ में वो ट्वेल्थ के बाद एकदम फ्रेशर एकदम स्टार्ट से चालू करा था स्क्रैच से?
देखो हमने यार 11th 12th में थोड़ा पाइथन पढ़ा था बट इट वाज वेरी बेसिक्स। तो मैंने तो यार सेकंड सेमेस्टर से ज़्यादा स्टार्ट किया, लाइक फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर में तो इतना कुछ किया भी नहीं था। So yeah, it was from the scratch, but please build anything from ground. ऐसा नहीं कि कोड को रट लो, that won't work. तो प्लीज जो भी आप सीख रहे हैं ना, फाइंड द लॉजिक कि उसके पीछे का लॉजिक क्या है, एंड यू आर गुड टू गो। ओके, ओके श्रेष्ठा, प्लीज डू दिस। Okay, so let's start with some questions. So Simra had a question: how can we build a good resume? What additional qualifications can we add as a first year since we don't have much experience? यार डालने की जरूरत है क्या? Grounded रहो। अभी like just take the experience. अब मैंने काफी सारे आप लोगों को ambassador programs and summer of courts बताए हैं। तो do apply on this and work on your skills. ये resume में add करने के लिए तो बहुत कुछ मिल जाएंगे। जुबैर भैया, हमारी जॉब लगेगी?
बिल्कुल लगेगी भाई, जस्ट बी कंसिस्टेंट।
ओके।
यहाँ रेज्यूमे के बाद बारे पे मैं एक बात बोलना चाहूँगा सुमरा, लाइक आपके पास अगर 2-3 भी स्किल हैं किसी भी एक डोमेन का, दैट्स फाइन। यू कैन जस्ट वर्क ऑन अ नॉर्मल लाइक टेक्निकल स्टफ। कोई भी एक पर्टिकुलर कोर्स को आप अच्छे से सीख लो, उसे रेज्यूमे में डाल दिया। बाकी आपकी सॉफ्ट स्किल्स, कितना प्रोजेक्ट बनाया है और उस पर आपने कितना ज़्यादा एक्सपर्टीज़ है आपकी, आप कितना ज़्यादा उस टॉपिक को अंडरस्टैंड कर रहे हो, इतना काफ़ी है। आपकी रिज्यूमे में 10 सर्टिफिकेट्स हों ये ज़रूरी नहीं है, एक पर्टिकुलर कोर्स की 2 सर्टिफिकेट हों और उससे रिलेटेड एक प्रोजेक्ट हो, दैट वुड बी इनफ टू हैव अ जॉब आल्सो, एंड दैट वुड लाइक अ वेरी एनहांसिंग रिज्यूमे। हमारे कुछ सेशंस होंगे आगे रिज्यूमे के ऊपर, सो यू मे वेट टिल देन। यस आयुष, प्लीज गो अहेड।
Okay. So let's. Okay, I want all of you, like someone, if you can unmute yourself and ask question, that would be more interactive. Please unmute yourself and interact with us. सिमरा का एक क्वेश्चन मैंने देखा, we get exposures to project in first year. Obviously, like I showed you mine now, that I was the part of Time Change Summer of Code this year, and I was the project lead there. And in my team, there were students from IIT Kharagpur, IIT Kanpur. So yeah, you will be getting exposures to the project in your first year, and yeah, it would be a great experience. इस सेमेस्टर से हम इंटर्नशिप के लिए एलिजिबल रहेंगे। जुबैर भाई, एनी नोट?
You can start internship now as well if you have skills. If you are like dedicated to do any sort of internship, there is no obligation, no obstacles that you can't start it now. You just need to have some skills, or if you want to go in a training mode to learn without a stipend or within next 1 month and just go for the internship, that's all. You may find a lot of opportunities on the WhatsApp groups and LinkedIn.
या परफेक्ट, हाँ बिल्कुल सही कहा है। कि लिंक्डइन पे तो बहुत सारी मिल जाती हैं। एंड किस सेमेस्टर एंड सर आई डोंट नो मच अबाउट कंप्यूटर्स, हाउ टू स्टार्ट फ्रॉम स्क्रैच। या एवरीवन स्टार्ट फ्रॉम स्क्रैच। तो जुबैर भाई आप कुछ कहना चाहेंगे इस पे?
यार मैं अगर अपने बारे में बताऊं, मुझे कुछ नहीं आता था जब मैं फर्स्ट ईयर में आया था। मैंने बस ड्रॉप ईयर में सी लैंग्वेज सीखी थी। यहाँ आने के बाद मैंने फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल गिटहब सीखा, देन गिट सीखा, देन ओपन सोर्स की तरफ इंक्लाइन हुआ, देन सी प्लस प्लस सीखी। सो उसके बाद मैंने अपना एक फील्ड क्लियर किया, फिर एच टी एम एल सी एस एस सीखी, अभी फ्रंट एंड पे काम कर रहा हूँ। सो बेसिकली ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है कि आप एक बार में ही बिल्कुल फुल फ्लेज्ड सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियर बन जाएंगे। You will start from a particular stage. आपको भी कुछ नहीं आता. You will learn first of all the fundamentals. Then you will learn any sort of programming language. Maybe it would be C++, C Sharp or Java, Python or Kotlin, और Web3 से regarding आप कुछ और languages सीख सकते हो. So there are a lot of things you can learn. So आप जब एक language सीख जाते हो, उस पे इम्प्लीमेंट करो, उसके रिगार्डिंग एक पर्टिकुलर कोर्स ले लो, लाइक एक पर्टिकुलर डोमेन ले लो कि हाँ आपको डेटा साइंस में जाना है या वेब डी में जाना है या ऐप डेवलपमेंट में जाना है। देन आफ्टर दैट यू विल बी हैविंग अ कोर, यू विल बी हैविंग अ पर्टिकुलर लाइक वेयर यू हैव टू गो। सो दैट विल हेल्प यू। स्क्रैच से ही स्टार्ट होता है सब, तो डोंट वरी, एवरीथिंग विल बी फाइन।
एग्जैक्टली, मैं भी यही कहूँगा कि मेरा कैसे रहा कि हाउ आई स्टार्टेड कोडिंग। तो मैंने अभी अपना दिखाया था स्लाइड्स पे। तो आई वाज मैंने एक हैकाथॉन करा था ट्रिपल आईटी दिल्ली में, विच वाज बाय जीडीएससी। एंड मेरी टीम में मैं और एक लड़के थे, हैदर। तो वी बोथ वर देयर। एंड हमको आता नहीं था, फ्रंट एंड तक नहीं आता था। तो इट वाज, हमारे पास 4 दिन थे एक प्रोजेक्ट बनाने के लिए। तो हमने 4 दिन के अंदर पूरा फ्रंट एंड सीखा, मैंने उसने। एंड वी अप्लाइड। एंड वैसे ही हमने शुरू करा, लाइक 4 दिन के अंदर फुल पेस पे, लाइक पूरे दिन दिन हम फ्रंट एंड सीख रहे थे यूट्यूब से। एंड अपने सीनियर्स जैसे गुलाम भाई से हमारी बात होती थी। हमारा एक सीनियर थे जो अभी नहीं है, शायद हैक क्लब के फाउंडर है वो। तो उन्होंने बहुत हेल्प करी थी उस टाइम हमारी। तो दैट वाज समथिंग कि जहाँ से मेरी स्टार्ट हुई है कि मैंने एक हैकेथॉन में पार्टिसिपेट किया। वहाँ पे मैंने प्रोजेक्ट बनाया रियल टाइम, एंड उस प्रोजेक्ट के थ्रू मैंने कोडिंग सीखी। तो दैट वाज, इफ यू वांट टू सी माय प्रोजेक्ट ना, मैं दिखा भी देता हूँ, क्यों ना दिखाऊं। तो it is this one. This is my project. It was me and Heather, and we were in the top 15 teams at GDSC Triple IT Delhi. And this was our project. This is all front end. Like ये कुछ भी काम नहीं करता. It is just front end, simple front end. तो हम लोगों ने ये डाला था, बस इतना बनाया था हमने, and in 4 days. तो this was our learning कि यहाँ से हमने HTML, CSS, Bootstrap and JS सीखा. So this is how it started. And yeah, and more questions. यार आप लोग अपनी अनम्यूट करें तो बेटर रहेगा।
It would be better just raise your hands and ask because questions miss out हो जाते हैं। I can see one question that आयुष मिश्रा is asking, आपने ये सब सीखा कैसे, लाइक कॉलेज की क्लासेस से या नॉलेज गेन करी या आपने पेड कोर्स खरीदा या यूट्यूब? सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल मैंने क्या करा, कॉलेज में टीचर्स के थ्रू कुछ नहीं बताया जाता, ना ही वो कैरियर गाइडेंस देंगे कि किस फील्ड में क्या क्या सीखना होगा, आपको कैसे कौन सी लैंग्वेजेस सीखनी है। कॉलेज से तो एक्सपेक्टेशन मत ही रखना कि आपको बुकिश थिंग्स के अलावा कुछ और चीज़ें मिलेंगी। नॉलेज गेन, यस आई हैड ट्राइड। मुझे कुछ अच्छी गाइडेंस मिली थी कुछ सीनियर्स एंड कुछ कनेक्शन से। दे हैड शेयर्ड मी सम लाइक रिसोर्सेज एंड रोड मैप्स कि हाउ आई कैन लर्न these particular skills and all. But the main thing where I had started my journey, what helped me a lot, is mainly the community. Like I respect a lot in the community and that's why I'm too active in community. Because जब मैं 2021 में not 21, it was 2022, मैं गया था सर्कल सर्कल पॉइंट है गुरुग्राम में। वहाँ एक इवेंट थी, वहाँ पे मैंने गिटहब के बारे में इंटरेस्ट तब लिया जब मैंने उसकी फंक्शनिंग देखी। वहाँ पे कुछ स्पीकर आए थे, उन्होंने उस पर्टिकुलर ऑफलाइन मीटअप में उसे पर्टिकुलर दिखाया कि कैसे रिपोजिटरी बनाते हैं, कैसे उसमें चेंजेस करते हैं, पुश करते हैं, कमिट करते हैं, पुल रिक्वेस्ट करते हैं। अब वहाँ पे हैंड्स ऑन सेशन था। सो गाइज इट वुड बी ग्रेट अगर आपको कभी भी हैंड्स ऑन सेशन वर्कशॉप्स मिलते हैं, डोंट मिस इट। टेक योर लैपटॉप, कैंसिल एनी क्लासेस, अटेंडेंस मिल जाती है। एग्जाम से 2 दिन पहले भी आप बैठोगे, यू कैन प्रिपेयर फॉर द सेमेस्टर वेरी वेल। बट जो ट्रेनिंग होती है ना, जो वर्कशॉप होती है हैंड्स ऑन, उसमें जाओ। आप लोग अभी लाइक टेक्निकल फील्ड में आगे बहुत टाइम आपके पास 4 साल, बट मोस्टली थर्ड ईयर फोर्थ ईयर के बाद ही लोगों को रियलाइज होता है कि वी आर टू लेट, वी शुड स्टार्ट। तो जब मैं कम्युनिटी के कुछ मीटअप्स में गया, प्रोग्राम्स में गया, वहाँ पे जो स्पीकर्स वगैरह बता रहे हैं, मैं उस पर इम्प्लीमेंट कर रहा हूँ, वो आकर देखते भी हैं कि इनका इम्प्लीमेंट कितना हुआ, इनको कहाँ पे प्रॉब्लम आ रही है, वो हमें कुछ चीट शीट देते हैं। सो द बेस्ट वे टू लर्न समथिंग इन वेरी शॉर्ट टाइम is you may refer to the cheat sheet available on the internet, and you may ask some mentors or some working professional on that particular domain. अगर आपको गिटहब सीखना है तो गिटहब के रिगार्डिंग बहुत सारे वर्कर्स हैं जो ओपन सोर्स पे काम करते हैं या मेनली गिटहब पे ही वर्क कर रहे हैं। और उसके अलावा यू कैन गो ऑन द लिंक्डइन, वहाँ बहुत सारे कनेक्शन मिल जाते हैं। अगर आपको बहुत अच्छे से सीखना है, सो माई बेस्ट रिकमेंडेशन वुड बी यूट्यूब आयुष, बिकॉज यूट्यूब पे कोड विथ हैरी, गेट स्मैशर, एंड देयर आर सो मेनी लाइक डेलीगेट्स जो बहुत अच्छा पढ़ाते हैं डिफरेंट डिफरेंट कोर्सेज। सो यू मे रेफर टू यूट्यूब फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल। यूट्यूब पे अगर आपको समझ नहीं आ रहा, देन गिटहब से भी आप रेफर कर सकते हो। गिटहब पे भी बहुत सारे रिपोजिटरी होते हैं जिनमें बहुत ही अच्छी कंटेंट होती है, जिसको आप लर्निंग पर्पज से यूज कर सकते हो। एंड एल्स आपके ऊपर आप नॉलेज गेन कैसे करना चाहते हो। अगर आप बहुत इंटरेस्टेड हो, यू कैन गो इन द मीटअप। बहुत ज़्यादा भी मत जाना यार, महीने में 4-5 मैक्स रखना, वरना आपकी एक्सपेंसेस भी ज़्यादा पड़ेंगे और पढ़ाई भी लॉस होगा। So I hope this answers your question, Ayush Mishra.
थैंक यू भैया।
परफेक्ट। एंड मेरा तो थोड़ा अलग था। मेरा था कि मैंने जैसा बताया, तो हैकेथॉन वाला स्टफ था, एंड उसके बाद जो मेरी ये जो समर ऑफ कोड था, मेरा आई वाज द प्रोजेक्ट लीड। तो जितना मैं वहां से सीखा ना अपनी इंटर्नशिप जो मेरी टाइम चेंज लैब में थी, उतना शायद ही मैं कॉलेज के पूरे साल में सीखाऊंगा। तो हाँ, तो डू अप्लाई समर ऑफ कोर्स में, एंड अगर आप लोग एक्सेप्ट होते हैं तो इट वुड बी ग्रेट। लाइक आप कनेक्ट कर पाएंगे लाइक माइंडेड लोगों के साथ। एज आई टोल्ड, मैं प्रोजेक्ट लीड था, एंड मेरे अंडर आईआईटी खड़गपुर एंड आईआईटी कानपुर के थर्ड ईयर के स्टूडेंट, मेरे 1 साल सीनियर स्टूडेंट्स थे। तो हाँ, इट वाज अ ग्रेट जर्नी। एंड एनी मोर क्वेश्चन यार, प्लीज यार आप लोग अपने माइक्स ऑन करें। ऑब्वियसली हम लोग कॉलेज में तो इंटरेक्ट करेंगे ही, बट यहाँ पे भी करते हैं थोड़ा। लाइक वी हैव 9 मिनट्स, तो क्विकली क्विकली। इफ नहीं तो चलो चैट पे ही डाल दो।
Exactly.
काफी शाय
By the
शाय
way,
पीपल है।
तुम्हारा जर्नी, हाँ ये तो है आयुष, जो तुमने गूगल समर ऑफ कोड पे प्रोजेक्ट दिया था, उसमें कुछ फीडबैक आई उसकी?
मैंने गूगल समर ऑफ कोड नहीं किया था, मैंने टाइम चेंज समर ऑफ कोड किया था।
अच्छा अच्छा। गूगल समर ऑफ कोड भी स्टार्ट हो रही है इन नवंबर दिसंबर आई गेस,
हाँ
तो
हाँ
दैट वुड बी अ गुड।
हाँ, मैं तो हूँ। यस अक्सा।
Yes, I want to ask, yes, Aksha.
So I want to know the roadmap for Java.